G'day. So today's gonna be a bit different video. I thought I'd do a video on how we kind of set for groundhog traps. This is my house. I was walking the property not too long ago, and I noticed there's a groundhog hole here. I'll just bring you a bit closer here and let you see what I mean. The hole is approximately right here. You'll see dirt. It's kind of this way on it. It's kind of a thing to notice because it's probably the way they're exiting the hole. So we'll just keep that in mind. So anyway, I'll grab the camera here and I'll show you. So you can kind of see how the hole is right there. And you can see right here how there's a bit of dirt and stuff like that. That's kind of telling me that when they're coming out, they're probably going this way instead of the other way. So when it comes to trap placement, I'm going to probably place the trap going this way. So basically today we're going to be using 4 different products. There's the trap itself, which is a Tomahawk Professional Series double door. I believe it's 7x7 trap. One of these foldable nose cones. These are very handy when it comes to positive setting traps. You can buy traps that have these on it already. However, you're always going to have that on there. So this is kind of a compromise where you can have a trap that doesn't have a nose cone, but yet you can utilize one. And they take up no room. You can fold them up, and it's kind of handy that way. This is a trap I'll be using. Like I said, it's a 7x7 trap. This one's a flush door, which is a benefit when using the nose cone. It makes it much easier to use that nose cone on because your door's not coming out the side. And then the last and least, well, third product is this green trap cover. I'm gonna put this on just in case there's a skunk that happens to wander into the trap or something like that. I don't have to worry about getting sprayed nearly as much. As for bait, I'm gonna be using Whistle Pig. It's a WCS bait. It kind of reminds me of fresh cut hay, if you know that smell. Anyway, so those are 4 products I'll use, and the next thing I'll show you is basically how I will set up the trap into a positive set, which are really good for groundhogs especially. For the positive sets, we do like to use a double door trap. So that's why like I said, we selected this one. It's kind of the appropriate size and whatnot. So just give me 1 second, I'll reposition the camera. So you can see here I'm kind of down the ground, and I'm just gonna set the cage trap up now. So the main thing is you want to get close enough to the hole where you're not kind of interfering with them exiting the hole. You want it nice and stable for it can't really rock. So like this one is not too bad. If you have to, you can put like a heavy weight on top of it. Just make sure it doesn't interfere with any of the mechanisms within the trap. So from here, I'm gonna put on my green cover. So these work pretty easy. The other thing this cover is going to do is it's going to make like a tunnel effect, so they're going to feel a bit more secure because things can't see them. As well, it keeps it out of the public's eye. And like I said, if you do catch a skunk or something, you can easily walk up to it, grab the skunk, take it out with you. So now it's on there. Like I said, I do have the flush side on this side, on the whole side. From there, I'm going to grab my nose cone. these do come in different sizes. So depending on your trap size and so forth, you'll want to might want a different one. This one's pretty big for this purpose. It's actually too big, but it's just the one that we had available at the time. And basically, that's all you're gonna do. Now, you can see I have a big gap here. I'm gonna close that off by putting a stone here. I'll just grab it 1 second. This will kind of hold the trap down too, so it's not really necessarily a bad thing. So that is the basic set. So you have a very little space here and around the sides. Like I said, this one's actually too tall. It would be better if it was actually sitting right on the trap, but we'll have to make do with it. From there, you know, there's little basically kind of like spikes left on the wire, like they're cut the leaf spikes there, stick them right into the ground, and they'll secure that for it's fairly secure. So if that all entail, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick some fresh grass. Like that, about that much. I'm just gonna throw it in the trap. They like fresh grass. If you have lettuce, that's even better. I don't really have any right now. So I'm just gonna use some fresh grass, put that in the trap. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a stick or something, and basically I'll take some of this and put it on the stick. So this kind of stick I was talking about, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this stuff. You can see about how much I have. It's not very much, just enough that it's gonna kind of entice them a bit more. The one thing you have to remember with a lot of these baits, they're not palatable, so you definitely don't want some of them before the pan, because they might get a taste of it and not like it and go on. So from there, that's the set's basically done. Like I said, you can see how the cage is over top of the hole. It's basically going to lead them right through the trap, so they have no choice but to go through or bust out the side. One thing about animals, they're very similar to humans. They want to take the path of least resistance a lot of times, so that's just going to basically lead them up through the trap, and hopefully when they go through the trap, they'll hit that pan. Groundhogs are pretty low to the ground, so you have a pretty high chance of them getting into hitting the pan. Some animals can scurry over top, but it's not a perfect science. Like that's another thing, you can put this kind of underneath the pan, but you don't want to put it too far underneath the pan where the pan can activate. And that way it might get them to dig more at the pan. I think we're fine the way we are, but we'll see what happens from here. So anyway, that's the gist of basically setting a trap for a groundhog. This process can be the same process if it's going underneath a shed. If it's for a raccoon, you can do exactly the same thing. It's just a little bit different trap, and so forth. So basically, like, this style is called positive setting. If you just put a trap out in the ground where it's free to go anywhere, and you're luring them in by using bait and lure, that's what I refer to them as passive sets. Basically, you're just kind of waiting for the animal to be attracted to the lure and go in. Whereas this one, the term that's used for it is a positive set, where it forces the animal up through the trap to get caught. This is quite a high success rate and a good way of trapping, because you're eliminating a lot of you're not necessarily eliminating the non-targets, but you're upping your chances of getting your target animal sooner. So anyway, I'll keep you updated, and hopefully come tomorrow we'll have a groundhog in here. I am setting it today too, because our weather's been cooler, and groundhogs are, because I've seen this a couple days ago, I was kind of waiting for the day to be a bit warmer where they're going to be a bit more active. I'm going to set up a trail camera too, so hopefully I'll be able to catch the animal being caught on video And if I do, I'll put it as part of this video as well. So anyway, that's the gist of it. Pretty easy. So hopefully this helps anybody in the future having issues with animals against your sheds or out in the open. It's I thought I'd just take the opportunity to show a positive set. So thanks for watching, and hopefully tomorrow, like I said, we'll have an animal.